Welcome back to Marketing Gems. So this week is all about how to market your event. So the first tip I'm going to be talking about today is be prepared to be consistent. Something that I mentioned in last week's Marketing Gems is that it can take between 7 and 20 messages for a consumer to take action. So just one message is not good enough. So you've got to be prepared to be consistent when promoting your event. And that leads me on to point number 2. Don't rely on social media alone. With all the algorithm changes that all of the big social networks are making at the moment, you cannot be sure that your message is going out to those fans, those followers, those friends, or connections. So be prepared to be consistent, but also use something outside of social media. My next tip for you, tip number 3, is to consider what platform you're using to take those bookings. So make sure the booking is accessible. A lot of websites, I've seen this a lot actually, a lot of sole traders, they have some kind of bespoke system on their website and the booking forms are really complicated, or links don't work and it's just a mess and you're probably losing bookings. So consider using those well-known platforms like Eventbrite and Meetup and make it really easy for people to book. The next thing I want you to consider is making sure that you send regular updates and reminders to those that have booked, because the more that you're on their mind, the more that they're remembering the date, the less likely you're going to have drop-offs. So the next time that you're messaging them, the other thing that you can do to try and double your bookings is to suggest to people that they bring a friend or a colleague along or recommend somebody, because you never know who they might know and they might want to bring someone else along to the event. And my final tip for today is to make sure that you try and make things as personal as possible. In my own experience, when I've sent out personal invites rather than a mass mail or generic post out online, I found that the personal invites are a much more successful way of engaging people to your events. So think about who you want in the room, who's your audience for the day. Send them a personalised message. Say you want them to come to your event, and you never know what the response might be. I think I've got a couple more suggestions. So have a look in the blog. Do check out the rest of Marketing Gems on YouTube as well. See you next time.